everybody, today I am bringing you a layout that features a photo of my brother's dog. His name is Duke, and it was prompted by that little dog chipboard there. So I'll tell you about that in just a second, but what I just did is I cut the border strip off of that Simple Stories Life Documented stripe paper. It's called the Daily Lens. And then I had this sheet of polka dot paper from Life Documented as well. And unfortunately, I don't have the name of that because I'd already cut the border strip off of it and don't know what it was called. So, but that is also from Life Documented. And I was thinking about how much I wanted to use, and I ended up kind of just taking the piece that I had left over and using it as is. You'll see me kind of play with that a little bit. Then I had a piece of basic gray PB&J paper. It's called Creamy. It's that red paper. And I decided to use that then as kind of a little border between the stripe paper and the polka dot paper. The other thing I'm doing right now is I have that like gold or yellowy gold paper from Simple Stories, the I Am collection. It's a polka dot paper is what I'm going to use there. And that paper is called Important. And I'm going to use that paper to mat the photo of Duke and also to mat that little chipboard piece. I'm going to go back and forth about how and where I want this photo located. At first I'm thinking that I want it in the corner there, and I'm kind of playing around with, okay, how does this look? I'm just not liking the way that photo mat was only touching one of the papers, but I don't like the bigger paper on the left because there's too much space. Duke is looking to the right, so I want him on the more to the left side. At least that's what I'm thinking I'll be more comfortable with, is if he's on the left side of the layout. But I know that, but I'm still kind of playing with the arrangement and wanting the gold photo mat to go on that side of the paper right there. So as I'm thinking about that, what I'm going to do is actually just put this polka dot paper down, because I know I want that on one side or the other, and I know I want the stripes to run horizontally. So I can play around a little bit more with the orientation of the photo mat after I have the basic background done. And as you can see, I'm still thinking. The other thing I was pointing out there is just pointing to the top and bottom stripe. This top stripe is white and the bottom stripe is black, and I just felt like it needed to go that way on the layout, just because the black gives the layout then more of a ground, or black, it's navy blue. The navy blue stripe actually grounds the layout, or that side of the layout. So that's why I was pointing at that like that. And now I have the red stripe done. So I'm still playing around a little bit with this, and then you'll see me kind of figure it out. Now, I told you that this whole layout was prompted by that little chipboard dog. I think I said this in one of my last layouts, and I'm thinking about what I can do to help ground that dog a little bit more. So I'm going through these Simple Stories Charmed Life pieces, although I'm kind of looking at this going, the colors are wrong as I'm doing this. But anyway, I said in my last layout that I do have a pile of things that I keep to the left of my desk that I want to lay out or want to use up on layouts. And I had this one sheet of chipboard pieces left from the Mayberry collection. I've used everything else, and this dog is on one of them. And I was going through my things earlier in the day as I was creating another layout, and saw that and thought immediately of this photo of Duke, and I thought, well, that's it. I just have to get that on the layout, and maybe that's the next one I need to do. And then I went searching for a collection to use with it, and remembered Life Documented and that it would work really well with this. So as I was explaining how this little one piece of chipboard influenced this whole layout, I did find in that pack of Charmed Life pieces that um, that little arrow, and I believe that I cut that arrow from one of a card, if I remember correctly. I don't remember exactly which card it was, but it was one of them. So then I'm going through my life documented bits and pieces there from Simple Stories, and I found this little tab that says Friday on it, and I'm going to use that on the left side there, just because I like that little spot of red that it gives to the layout. Now I'm going through my chipboard pieces from Life Documented. They're called chipboard stickers, and I find this little pocket that says hello. And I thought that was cute because it almost looks like he's saying hello, because actually I think he kind of was saying hello in dog language anyway. So I like the way that looked. I'm playing a little bit with using this little kind of goofy arrow, but the yellow's not quite right, and I think it's just a little bit too whimsical or something for what's going on. So I find this heart, or these two hearts actually, and I'm going to go back and forth about these hearts for quite a while before I solve what I'm going to do up in that corner. I want some other color, and I can't figure out what it is, but it's not what's in these two chipboard hearts, and that was kind of driving me a little bit crazy, as those things sometimes can, as simple as they are. I did also pull a chipboard arrow, the red chipboard arrow that's in the bottom cluster there. And then I just found this little tab in the bits and pieces that has that little blue diagonal stripe. I like that little blue that was there. So I'm going to put that in the bottom cluster. And now I'm looking through the icon stickers from Life Documented to see what I could possibly use here. And I find that floral, and I like the idea of that floral, trying to decide where to use it. And then I put it with that bottom cluster and really like it, and decide that I'm going to add that in there. It gives a little bit of roundness to all the square or rectangular shapes, the square edges, the rectangular shapes down there. So thinking again about what can I do, and I know I want to put some sort of title or something. I don't know that it's going to be my title. It ends up being my title though, on the bottom of that the gold mat there. And I do know that I can cut the gold mat down if I need to, if I want to do that in the end, although it also might be some room for some journaling. And I decided I didn't like, I like the Today Sentiment, that's okay, but I didn't like the navy there because there's already so much navy on the side of that side of the layout there. So I found another phrase there that I liked for this, and it's the "oh yeah" phrase, plus it brings in some light blue, which is appearing in the bottom, that little bottom cluster, plus it kind of emphasizes some of the light blue in the polka dots as well. And it says "oh yeah," it's kind of like he was saying to us, hello, oh yeah, you're here to play with me now, because that's kind of what was happening. And this photo was taken, a year ago, I believe. Yeah, it was taken in July of 2015. It sat on my desk that long. That's sad, but sometimes things don't inspire you, and then sometimes I find a chipboard dog and boom, I'm ready to go. So again, I'm thinking about what's going up on the top. I do like that "oh yeah," I like the color that it gives me there. And I found this yellow heart sticker from the icon stickers and decided that's what I was going to put up there. But you'll see in a little bit that I changed my mind, that I don't like that. I think the yellow is not strong enough because there's already so much yellowy gold on the layout that it just doesn't sit right with me. Whether that's right or wrong, it's to my eye, and that's kind of bothering me. So I'm thinking now, oh, you know what? I really don't like that. I think I'm going to take that off. So now I'm thinking, well, can I add one of these chipboard hearts to give me a little bit more color up there? And then I see this blue sticker and decide, yep, that heart sticker, the yellow one's going to definitely come off. I'm just being careful not to wreck the photo as I do this. I do ruin the sticker, but you know, I guess that's okay since I have so many of them. I probably won't miss one sticker. So I'm looking again to see if there's anything else that I can add with the stickers. I thought about that yellow heart, but again decided not to do that. And I'm still feeling like that top cluster there on the left needs another element, but I'm not sure what it is. So as we often do, when you don't know what you need there, you go to something you do know, and I know that I really like the way this bottom cluster is coming together. So I'm going to glue that down because I'm pretty sure that that's going to work for me. And I'm starting to think, you know, I have a little bit of space for journaling, but I'm probably going to end up using that under the oh yeah to do just a little bit of journaling about how happy Duke was to see us. And I have that floral sticker there. I like the floral sticker because it brings in all the colors from the polka dots. It brings in the light blue, the yellow, the red, and there's even a little bit of green there. So it's doing a nice job of just pulling all the colors together again. Going back through the stickers, and then I see this other floral and I think, oh, perfect. Because I'll have a floral on the bottom, a floral on the top. That's a diagonal to lead your eye through the layout. And then that also brings all the colors in, and that makes a big difference for me. I think the red flowers there just helped bring in another color. And I think the green as well helped bring in another color up there that I was just missing. Or not missing, but that it just helped further emphasize what was going on with all of those colors. So once I did that, I was much, much happier with the way things looked on the layout. And what I'm doing now is, just because that chipboard arrow is going to be partially on that hello pocket, I'm just putting a little bit of foam tape underneath the arrow part so that can sit properly on the layout. And there I go. Just getting a few more edges glued down here. And I'm happy with the way that looks. So I will grab my journaling pen there, my American Crafts Point 05 precision pen, get a little bit of journaling on the bottom of that card, and then I'll put the date on the little arrow, yellow arrow on the bottom. The layout is almost done. Hope you are all well, and we'll see you again soon. Bye!